You're listening to PetLifeRadio.com. New York, the glitz, the glamour, the exciting Mutt-tropolis, the sparkling kitty city that never sleeps. Step onto the sexy streets of animal attraction that is New York City. Welcome to Pets in the City, Life in the Urban Jungle. Join host Diane West as she explores the exciting lives, loves, and laments of the people and pets in the world's greatest city. Pets in the City, like the city itself, has something for everyone. Celebrity pet sightings, hot events, and news and reviews with the hottest movers, shakers, and tail waggers in New York. So get ready to get dressed to the canines and take a bite out of the Big Apple with your Pets in the City host, Diane West.
Hello, all you cyber cats, kittens, canines, and critters under all creation. This is Diane West coming at you from the greatest city in the world with another episode of Pets in the City on Pet Life Radio. Wow, what a week it has been. Westminster, Westminster, Westminster. It's not just Monday and Tuesday night, February 9th and 10th that it happened. Oh, the wonderful little Sussex Spaniel Stump won at this point, but the festivities start way before then, and I will take you through what I hope will be a fun auditory tour of some of them right after this.
This is a Parkbound, 6 local trains.
All right, this is my stop, Commercial Boulevard. Yeah, that's funny. Pets in the City will be back in a New York minute. Don't go anywhere.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Greetings, human. What planet am I on?
Welcome to Pet Planet. Here's a copy of Pet Planet Magazine, Florida's most informative and fun pet resource magazine. It features heartwarming stories and informative articles from local and national pet experts.
Excellent.
Pet Planet Magazine offers Operation Planet Rescue, helping rescued pets find new homes. And it's available at 500 locations in South and Central Florida and 24/7 on the internet at PetPlanetMagazine.com. If you're out and about with your pet, you may be featured in Paparazzi, candid pictures of you and your pet. For up-to-date pet-friendly events, activities, and pet-related services and products, Pet Planet Magazine is your final destination.
I shall take this magazine home with me.
Back to your home planet?
No, to my condo in Boca.
Pet Planet Magazine. Check them out at www.petplanetmagazine.com or 352-394-8578. It's out of this world.
Ladies and gentlemen, Pet Life Radio proudly presents DSPN, the Dog Sports and Performance Network. Get ready to unleash the dog sports enthusiast in all of us, from speed drawing and mushing to racing, agility, and competition. This is the place to learn all about the dog sports and activities that you can do with your furry best friend and canine competitor. So get ready for game time. DSPN with your host, Lori Williams, every week on demand. Only on PetLifeRadio.com.
Let's Talk Pets on PetLifeRadio.com.
Okay, all you yuppie puppies and city kitties, Pets in the City is back with more urban animals and cool cosmopolitan critters. Try saying that 3 times fast. Right, Diane?
Yes, so as I was saying, Westminster here in New York every February is more like Westminster Week. The festivities start long before the first night of the show. What happens is the show is on a Monday, and the weekend prior to that, and even before that, there's just parties. There's parties for dog writers, there's parties for each and every breed club that comes there. There's very, very fancy parties by private individuals with very fancy show dogs at places like Tavern on the Green. And then there's places that people just go and have a good time. One of the cool things I did was on the Friday night before the Monday, first day of Westminster, I went to Skybark, which is something that started in Los Angeles and now has come over to New York. And what it is, they set up a pet-friendly kind of club, I guess. It's not a permanent club, but they set up a pet-friendly, bar type of thing, and on this place it was on top of the Hotel Pennsylvania, hosted by Petapotty, which is a very innovative invention. It is actually an indoor piece of sod that your dog can do his business on, and a really ingenious creation. It was hosted by those folks. It was also hosted by a good friend of New York Tales, Ada Nieves, as well as a bunch of people I'm now going to start calling the small dog mafia. Ada and her chihuahuas, Karen Beale and her famous chihuahua Eli, our friend Rick Karen and Jilly Dog, a Labradoodle, and Lori and Andrew, Greatest American Dog. Just they're a riot. So now they travel in a pack, and of course spreading goodwill. Anyway, let me shut up. The first person I'm going to introduce you to is probably someone who has one of the most unusual jobs in the world. I will let him tell you about it himself. We're going to speak with Jerry Groimick, who is seriously known as the doggy concierge here at the Hotel Pennsylvania. Hello, Jerry.
Hello, Diane. Hello, New York Tales. Is that what I can say, New York Tales?
New York Tales and now Pet Life Radio, Pets in the City.
Really? Pet Life Radio? Well, I'm going to be on that next.
You're going to be on that next? Now, Jerry and I go way back.
Many moons. About a dog's age. No. We go back 2-3 years working together, and I missed you, and I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad you're here to cover this and to be here and to enjoy with the pet people.
Well, I missed you too. Now I want to tell, however, being that I know all about you, I want to tell the audience about you. A lot of people don't when you tell people what you do they believe you?
You know what? There's that look of awe, as in, is that a real job? But I tell them, I go, normally I handle public relations for the hotel, but during the dog show, I become the doggy concierge in charge of pooch relations. So as you can imagine, people look and say, and this is a job? It sounds more fun. And you know what? It is. It is a lot of fun. You see the same people coming from Westminster shows. They are a loyal bunch. They come back to the hotel year after year. They come back to the show year after year. And even if they're not participating, they come to view it to help support the new breeds of dog coming in. And they're just excited to be here. And we're happy to have him. And we welcome them with open paws.
Now, come on, tell me a typical day in the life of a doggy concierge. I mean, you do some unusual things for some unusual dogs.
Yes, and you know what? It begins with planning. Basically, planning for the dogs. We get cookies for them. I got to order the right cookies. We got to make sure all their rooms are kept. I walk around with a Swiffer to make sure, we dust up the pet hairs in the lobby. So I do a little bit of that. And frankly, it goes down to making sure everyone's happy, dealing with the paparazzi, holding a
paparazzi.
Handing out potographs. Oh, there's another one, potograph.
And he's not kidding, because we're standing adjacent to the lights and the cameras and a dog walk and everything you can imagine. It really looks like a bunch of fashion models coming in here.
It is, and it's almost like the Hollywood street, like L.A. It's just like that with the Botox and the fake jobs and everything. But no, you know what?
And the people or the dogs?
Both. And this Skybark event is going to be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, do you think those are real over there on that Yorkie? Or
you know what? They're not bouncing, so I'm assuming they're fake.
So listen, tell me the craziest thing someone's asked you to do.
You know what? We just got recent calls. I mean, we have everything from food requests. A pug wanted 5 McDonald's cheeseburgers, hold the onions. There was a dog that requested a red carpet once. We recently got calls. People were calling saying, Uno stayed here last year at the Hotel Penn. They said, we want his room.
His lucky number.
His 213 room, they said, we want it. They wanted to book it 8 months ago. It was already booked, so they couldn't get it. And also, this year's show, the Best in Show winner, is being chosen on February 10th, 210. People are calling saying, I want room 210, because that's my lucky number for this show.
Oh, my goodness. Well, you definitely have a unique job. And tell people what you do the rest of the year.
You know what? Normally it's just public relations. I wish there was a horse show or a cat show or something else, but there isn't. So
you're actually up in Canada, right?
That's right. I'm in Toronto, but we do a satellite here in New York. We have an office here, so I work both in Toronto and New York. And you know what? With the hotel, it's year-round because New York is so busy. So we're always doing initiatives for the Hotel Pennsylvania, and we keep going strong.
Now, this is the first year you guys are actually hosting Skybark, which is an event that started in Los Angeles, right?
Correct. Now, Skybark is very popular in LA, and they were looking to expand to New York, and they chose the Westminster show as the perfect time. And it works out so far. It looks good.
And the Hotel Pennsylvania, which, of course, is the preeminent dog-friendly hotel here.
And recognized as the host hotel of Westminster.
Wow, officially.
Officially, that's right.
And you know what? It's easy to remember the phone number here, right?
PE 65000.
And it's Pennsylvania 65000, right?
65000.
Jerry, thank you so much for taking the time. I see someone looks like they're pouring for your attention already.
Literally. It's a chihuahua.
Thanks, Jerry. Talk to you later.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, good. I am here with Dr. Ruth Westheimer, ladies and gentlemen.
Now, I don't have a dog. I will never have a dog. However, I'm here because a good friend of mine, Dr. David West, is going to be in the fashion show with his dog Elvis. And that's what people do. Good friends support each other. Have a good time.
Thank you, Dr. Ruth. See how exciting my life is? I get to talk to everyone from a doggy concierge to Dr. Ruth Westheimer, which was a real treat. Oh my God, she is so to my breast line, and that's about it. I have a picture somewhere, Barbara will Anyway, we will be back. What I'm now going to do is take you through a walking tour of Westminster from the hotel itself to the garden, to some of the daytime shows, all the way through the announcement of Stump right after this. Hope you enjoy it.
This is a Comeback Park-bound 6 local trains.
All right, this is my stop, Commercial Boulevard. Yeah, that's funny. Pets in the City will be back in a New York minute. Don't go anywhere.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Having a rough day? Longing for the dog days of summer? Think your fun furry friend lives a dog's life? Well, find out everything you're begging to know as Pet Life Radio presents It's a Doggy Dog World with pet expert and award-winning author Liz Palaika. Every dog has his day, and you'll find out how to make your dog's day fun and rewarding. Every week, on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com. Let's Talk Pets on PetLifeRadio.com.
Okay, all you yuppie puppies and city kitties, Pets in the City is back with more urban animals and cool cosmopolitan critters. Try saying that 3 times fast. Right, Diane?
Hello, all you cyber cats, kittens, critters, and canines under all creation. And this week, I'm actually going to give out a special shout out or bark out to the canines because we are at the one and only Westminster Kennel Club dog show right on the corner of Madison Square Garden. I'm looking at Madison Square Garden right now. I'm going to try and take you to a virtual tour, a mini virtual auditory tour. My light has just changed and I'm crossing the street. By the time I cross the street, so I successfully made it across the street. And like I said, I've been here many, many times before. I've lived here all my life, but I just wanted to take any of you who haven't been here through sort of a tour. So we're at the Hotel Pennsylvania, which is, again, right across the street from Madison Square Garden. And that's where a lot of the dogs that are in the dog show ultimately end up staying, if they come out of town. And I have to say, the large majority of them do come from out of town, everywhere you can imagine, throughout New York, New Jersey, Connecticut. There's from far as Hawaii and Alaska, the continental United States, Hawaii, Alaska, and of course it's an international show. So there's even some from as far away as China. So it's a very international mix here, much like New York. And we're about to go into the Hotel Pennsylvania because I want to show you something that's really, really cool. Hold on. So we have just went through the lobby, and now we are in what is called the green room, which is in the bottom of the Hotel Pennsylvania. And I have to tell you, it is one of the things you really have to see to believe. Like a green room, like any other I guess prep room for a show, you will see a place where people can exercise their dogs, and that means, yes, little doggy treadmills. And there is a whole place where it's kind of an indoor park, complete with fire hydrants. That it's quite something. Desi Lambert, Lacey Williams. How long does it take you to put Dolly together here? How long does it take generally?
About 4 hours to get her ready for the show. We have to bathe her, dry her, scissor her.
I guess, does a dog have to have a certain temperament to actually sit there and let you do all that for 4 hours?
Yeah, they do. They have to love it, and you have to teach them it's something to love. You have to make them love it. They do thrive on it. They think it's a blast.
Do you think it's a blast?
Yeah, it's kind of therapeutic.
It's therapy for me. It's like therapy for me. It's there and brush a dog for hours.
You handle Dolly in the ring there?
Yes, I handled Dolly.
Now, what is some of the, I guess, if there was a misconception you'd like to tell people about dog shows that you'd like to clear up, what would you say?
Some people think it's not fair to the dogs. Ours are not. They're not just a show dog. They actually do live normal lives. Lives on a ranch.
Oh. Where are you all from?
We're from Silver Lake, Oregon.
That's a bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, no, it's just, do you have any more like her at home?
Yes, we own 4, but altogether we have probably 12 that my daughter's showing for other people.
No, well, she looks beautiful. You guys are going home today?
Yes, fly out at 7:20.
Well, have a good trip home, and thanks for visiting us here in New York, and especially on Pet Life Radio.
Thanks for having us.
One of the nice things I really like about Westminster here is when you're coming out of the hotel, when you're in the hotel, as you can hear, you meet some really, really nice people from, like I said, all over the country. And then you just see the reactions of people on the street. I mean, New Yorkers always flying all over the place, as you can imagine. But then when they pass by the hotel, they stop and they see a gorgeous dog, and they start asking questions, and they pet them and take pictures, and, it's really a nice break in your day. And really one of the wonderful things about living in New York, you could be on your lunch hour and walk by the Hotel Pennsylvania, and suddenly you're face to face with a Bordeaux de Flandre. I think that's how you pronounce it. So now we're going across the street to the Madison Square Garden, and where I will hopefully try and catch one of the ringside shows, which eventually leads up to the big show at night. And what I'm going to do is go to the ring where the Italian greyhounds are, mostly because Bill, my significant other, absolutely loves Italian greyhounds. And I think he'd really enjoy seeing them. So let me try and get my way through there. So here I am looking at the Italian greyhounds. I'll try and take a picture for you. So in this case, we are ringside with the daytime judging of the Italian greyhounds. And it's quite a sight to see. You see all these little tiny Italian greyhounds lined up, waiting patiently to go on to the podium to one of these greyhounds. Well, the judge feels to be perfect example of what an Italian greyhound should be. Now, I have to admit, one of my favorite things when I'm at the dog show is to go in the back where they prepare the dogs. And it is so amazing to see these animals sit here so patiently and get brushed and brushed and brushed and washed and groomed. And, to get me to sit down for a 10-minute haircut is a miracle. And I was talking with one owner, actually, of the miniature poodle that you and I were just talking to. It takes 3 hours. Now, I'm looking at a huge animal now that must take, I don't know how long. But I will take a picture of him, and he is just standing here very patiently, letting himself get primped and proper and groomed. And like I said, this is one of my favorite places to be back here and look at the behind the scenes of what happens before the dogs actually go out into the ring. This is just some of the sounds of the Westminster fans, and this isn't even the big event at night. This is the daytime judging of the breeds. And it's just really magnificent to see everyone having such a great time. And people really, really put their heart and soul into these dogs. And you can tell they really do care about them. Now, what I'm waiting for now is the Portuguese water dogs to go into the ring. The reason why I'm looking at the Portuguese water dogs is, as we all know by now, President Obama was looking for a dog for his daughters, and one of the concerns is that it be a hypoallergenic breed. Now, there really isn't no such thing as a hypoallergenic breed. There are dogs that do not shed as much and therefore don't produce as much dander. And the Portuguese water dog is considered to be one of them. The other one is the Labradoodle, which is kind of like a cross between a Labrador and a Poodle, which when I was talking with David Fry earlier in the week, the voice of Westminster Kennel Club, he's not too up on that. He actually has said to me, my concern with the Labradoodle is that people are lying to the president. Actually, he said lying to the president about their ability to shed or not shed or what have you. And he said, for example, what if the dog comes out more Labrador than Poodle? Poodle because the coat is more coarse. Interesting. Plus, the Obamas said they would like to get a dog from a shelter. So getting just the right dog from a shelter that's a puppy is probably going to be a challenge, although I have a sneaking suspicion if the Obamas needed a rescue Portuguese water dog or Labradoodle, somehow, somewhere, there would be one produced. Let's try and get one of the Portuguese water dog people to talk to us. So they really are very pretty. So I have found a beautiful, beautiful specimen of a Portuguese water dog who's really, oh my God, I think you got a winner here.
We try our best. He's very young. He's only 15 months old.
And I'm sorry, what's your name?
Michelle Porfido.
And what is this dog's name?
Echo. This is Echo.
Now, this is an example of one of the dogs that they're trying to get the Obamas to consider for the White House.
They're hypoallergenic breed, and they're great family dogs.
Now, would you say that, I know you have a vested interest, but would you say that is true?
Yes, I believe this is actually not my breed, but I've had a lot of experience with the breed, and they just love their people. They're very happy-go-lucky. They have great temperaments, just love life type of dogs.
Can you see him jumping on and off Air Force One and meeting dignitaries?
I think he can do anything they ask him to do.
Wow.
He's got an easy maintenance coat, just got to trim it every once in a while, doesn't smell.
I'm seeing, and they come in so many different colors. I saw one that almost looks like a Dalmatian over here.
Speckled, yeah.
Wow. So, and is this a typical grooming, like the short hair in the back?
This is a wavy-coated one. They come in two varieties, a curly coat and a wavy coat. Mm-hmm. The wavy coats are a little bit easier to take care of. Mm-hmm. The curly coats have these tight curls like you would see almost in a poodle.
Is the tight curl the more hypoallergenic breed?
They're both equally hypoallergenic.
Okay, well, I'll let you get your game face on here. Thanks for talking to us.
Thanks for having
and
me.
Good luck.
Thanks.
So there are going to be actually 24 Portuguese water dogs. And now we're waiting for the judging. And I just wanted you guys to hear who has won the sporting groups. Mostly a lot of Spaniels. There's tension. Beautiful dogs, Irish setters and black cocker spaniels of all kinds, standing at attention, waiting for one final look. And they've just said who the winner of the sporting group is. And of course the winner will go on to compete in Best in Show. And I believe, German hair pointer. Yep, so he's taking his victory lap. Is it German hair pointer? Or is it the Spiro? Anyway, sorry, what's going on is they're trotting the dogs that they're trotting the dogs that were favored by the judge around for one last time. And unfortunately, it is not clear to me which one has actually won. But as you can see, as the favorites clump by, the crowd roars in their approval. I'm not sure how much effect that has on the judge's decision, but we'll see. You will hear a very loud yell in 1 second. Yep. I do not know the name of this dog, but it is a beautiful little dog, and he has won the sporting group. And apparently everyone really, really loves him. As you can hear. I'll find that out for you a little bit later. But I just wanted you guys to hear the sound of the garden. He is very cute. Spaniel number 7.
Is the Sussex for our number 1.
Sussex. Yes, there was a very big dismay in the garden for a second when people heard that they announced him wrong. It's actually the Sussex Spaniel. Sussex Spaniel number 16 that won the sporting group. And he is very, very cute. I'll try and get a picture of him. Our trusty photographer Barbara is on the floor now, and she should be getting a picture of that for us. They're about to announce the toy group. I've asked my photographer Barbara to go down and get some close-up shots for us because, quite honestly, in New York, there's a lot of toy breeds that people have simply because they have small apartments. But that doesn't mean that we don't love our big dogs, too. I mean, I've seen some absolutely gorgeous large dogs as well. But in New York, the Dachshunds, the Chins, the Maltese, the Griffons, those are all very, very popular. Oh, and of course, let's not forget the Dachshunds. The announcer is about to announce the entrance of the toy group, and that's always something interesting.
Toy group in the ring, please.
Here they are walking into the ring. You'll hear people yelling and clapping again. For the toy group, they're calling out the ones that they like. They haven't said which ones are number 1, 2, and 3 yet, but they're lining them up. Toys are always a very popular group in New York. It always amazes me how serious the very formally dressed judge can look at all of the toys without cracking a smile. He's asking him to walk around once again. Who he chooses. Oh! Okay, I forgot the name of that little one, but everyone is very pleased that he won. Brussels Griffon, number 10. Yeah. I had actually heard earlier today, there was a rumor going around that this Brussels Griffon was actually the favorite to win Best in Show. We shall see.
And 33rd Westminster Dog Show, the Sussex Spaniel.
Like I said, it has been quite a weekend, and actually the month of February continues with a lot of pet-friendly events. For example, the Mayor's Alliance for New York City Animals encompasses well over 120 smaller rescue groups throughout New York City. It's having month-long I Love NYC Pets events every single weekend, from adoption events to art shows to comedy club shows, pretty much something for everyone. So you can find out all about those events at my website. Too many events to list here, but mostly, like, let's say February is I Love New York. Anyway, this will do it for me for this episode of Pets in the City on Pet Life Radio. Hope you're enjoying it. We'll be back next week with another exciting guest and more information about the greatest city in the world.
New York, the glitz, the glamour, the exciting Mutt-tropolis, the sparkling kitty city that never sleeps. Join us each week for Pets in the City with your host, Diane West. Celebrity pet sightings, hot events, and news and reviews with the hottest movers, shakers, and tail waggers in New York. So take a bite out of the Big Apple with Pets in the City every week on demand only on PetLifeRadio.com.